This is Wayne Dyer, and I'm here to talk to you for the next 90 minutes or so about a book that I wrote back in the 1970s, in 1975, in fact. It was first published in 1976. It's called Your Erroneous Zones. A lot of people mistook that title. They took it home in brown paper bags all across America, thinking they were getting a sex book, but it is nothing like that. These are far more ticklish zones than those. This is a book that skyrocketed to the top of the bestseller list and stayed there for a couple of years. It is a book that turned my life around in many, many ways, many, many positive ways. At the time, I was teaching at a university, at St. John's University in New York, when I wrote this book. I subsequently left that position and have written many books since that time, and also have produced a lot of audio tapes and have become a lecturer, and many, many changes have taken place. So many, many years after the publication of this book, I've been asked to do a audio tape about Your Erroneous Zones. It's an exciting prospect for me to go back into this book that has been so impactful in my life and in the lives of, estimated around the world, some 30 million copies of this book have been sold in all of the different foreign editions and the United States also. And the way to take a look at this book and look at the concepts that I was writing about back then is to understand the concept of what erroneous zones means. Your erroneous zones is obviously the key word in there is erroneous, and the word erroneous means error. And this is a book about the errors that people make in their lives as they go through their life and try to manage their own emotions. I think I've had more comments to me since this book was published about the one thing that seemed to be the most important to them as they read this book was that they learned that they had control over their own emotions. In writing this book and sitting down to write Erroneous Zones and talking about these concepts today, I think the most important thing that you can get out of this is to understand that you are a choice-making individual, and that all of the conditions that you find yourself in your life, all of the circumstances of your life, all of the emotional reactions that you have to all of the people and all of the things and events and so on that take place in your life are really choices. And that's a very difficult thing for a lot of people to get, because they're raised to believe that I can't help the way I feel. I have a right to be miserable when somebody treats me in a certain way. I can't help it. I've always been that way. It's just my nature. It's just the kind of person that I am. People use things like I'm Italian, or I'm from New York, or I just grew up in a family that always talked to each other like this, and I can't help myself. And these are the kinds of things that I really wanted to attack and eradicate from your thinking. That is, that you can't help the way that you are. You indeed are the product of all of the choices that you've made up until this moment. And if you do not like what your life is about, I'm always reminded of James Allen in As a Man Thinketh. He said that circumstances do not make a man, they reveal him. And the circumstances of your life truly reveal what kinds of